slate over here.
Let's move into the final game of the round. We finally got here. We have been recording for an hour and a half, so mind us if we do kind of breeze through this little one, because if I'm being quite honest, the West Tigers and the Parramatta Eels, even if Parramatta weren't doing so bad, it's not a game that kind of gets me off my seat and excited. But I guess the only benefit of this game is it is a Monday night, so it's not the best time, but when we're all hungover on food from Easter Sunday, we can sit down. We still have some NRL to watch on Monday at 4 p.m. at Accor Stadium. So let's jump into it. You have Charlie Staines, Asuka Poa, Brent Naden, Stafford Toa, Junior Tapau, Adam Dewey, Luke Brooks, Stefano Apicorosa, David Clemmer, Isaiah Papali'i, John Bateman, Fonu Pole, Jake Simpkin, Alex Twal, Joe Offangagu, Sean Balor, and Justin Matamao. So we had our rant. We're not going to give too much of a rant. We're not going to talk too much about this West Tigers side. I guess the notable things is there's more fucking shuffling in the back line. You've got Adam Dewey going back to 5'8". You've got Charlie Staines going the fullback. Brent Naden, obviously, he returns, so he comes back into the lineup because you'd be crazy not to have him in there. Kapoa, he goes to the win. So there's a lot of changes, but quite quickly, let's keep it under a minute because I'm scared we bash the Tigers so close and we live in New South Wales, not too far away from where the Tigers train, that we might get bashed if we show our faces in public. So talk to me about not this side because, I mean, we've said enough about this side. We've said enough about Pascoe as the owner. Talk to me about another news article that has hit the scene lately about this jersey that was going to get worn over Anzac weekend. It had a American soldier, an American chopper on the front. They've copped a lot of backlash. They've now flipped and gone, we're going to redesign it. We're sorry, we care about the Anzacs. Is that just another sign of how bad this club is going?
Well, you say that, and again, I touch on NRL 360 as I watched it later on. Apparently, they went to the Holsworthy Army Barracks, and they ticked it all off saying, yeah, there was something Australian in there. Like, they were, like, all cool with it. So I don't understand why there is. Like we talk about...
You're not going to have to cover up. Like, if they've come out and said, we've had all these jerseys made for pre-order, we're going to scrap it and we're going to redesign because of backlash. Surely something's not right there.
Like, keep it... Like, I'm not biased. Look at the Cowboys Anzac jersey. It's just a man... It's an outline or a shadow of an Australian digger blowing the horn like he would been doing for the last salute or whatever it's called, which it escapes me off the top of my head. Yes, it's very late at night. But just keep it plain and simple. Like, it doesn't have to be over the top, flashy. Like, oh, look at me, I've got a Black Hawk chopper in the background. Like, just keep it plain and simple. You don't have to go out and be the world's best, because if your team's not playing well, no one's going to really buy your jersey. Because even if you gave me a Tigers jersey, I wouldn't even use it to wipe my own backside at the moment. But look, there's a lot of things I would change about this side, a lot of players I would take out and move around, especially that number 7 in Luke Brooks. We talk about $1 million player not living up to standards. Well, he is a prime example of that person. So get rid of him. Probably, like, isn't it funny that I had Wakeham in there? They told him, you're going to have some time to play into this 6th role. You're going to get time. And then 2 weeks later, he's dropped. Like, what's the bloke got to do? Like, he came on, sharpened your attack up against the Dogs. He made the team look better in that last 20-minute period because you're all try. Now, all of a sudden, you just drop him because, Dewey was at fullback. He's not a fullback. You got Charlie Staines, who signed on for 1 year, who's now, again, playing fullback.
Being dropped from his Tiger side, that's a positive, not a negative. I don't know why you're looking at it as a negative. That's a positive for the young kid. Not being named in this side is a bonus. But look, if they want to move forward, this team, again, like Ricky, needs a bomb blown up on it because, you know, apart from a few players in this side that you would want to keep, and we'll talk about it in another pod of who we would keep and sell, talking about from a Tigers point of view, but coming into this, all bashing aside, all bad, negative,
going into this side, and I'll get into the stats after we talk about the Parramatta Eels side, and I think it might blow you away with how tight this match is.
Well, it might be tight, but you know what? Before I then pass it on to you to look at the Parramatta Eels, I'm siding with the Parramatta Eels. I'll give my prediction at the end of it, but Baxter, take it away.
We got Clint Gutherson, the man that will move anywhere for this team in the fullback role. Mike Aceto and Dane Dunster in the wing position with Will Penasini and my boy, my man, Sean Russell back in the centre position. His shoulder is back better than ever. Look, sneaky bet. Put him down for a hat trick this weekend because he's paying $81. So put a cheeky $1 on there and you're looking good. You got Dylan Brown and Mitch Moses in the halves pairing. Bet responsibly, of course. We're RCG and Wimmer Greg in the forward role. Josh Hodgson in the hooker position. Sean Lane, Bryce Cartwright, Brady Carty in the second row position. Ryan Madison in the lock position. Jermaine Hopgod and Brandon Hands, Jack Murchie, MM, and Jake Arthur to round out your interchange bench and HIA 18 jersey. You've already given your prediction that you're leaning towards Parramatta Eels, and
I'm not leaning. You know, I'm Parramatta Eels. I want to hear these stats before I give my scoreline prediction.
Okay, since 2014, they've played a total of 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that is correct. 8 times. How many times have each team won?
Well, I think I'm going to disappoint you here because I've actually done a bit of research on this game. I did a bit of research on this weekend. I know of the last 9 games against the Tigers, Parramatta has won 8 of them. The only one they lost was a field goal.
Well, I'm actually looking at just this game in particular, this Easter Monday in particular. The last 8 times that they've played each other, they're 4 apiece.
They can't be 4 apiece.
They are 4 apiece.
They play each other every Easter Monday. And the Eels have won 8 of their last 9.
Okay. 2014, West Tigers 21-18. 2015, West Tigers 22-6. 2016, 8-0 Parramatta Eels. 2017, Parramatta Eels 26-22. 2018, West Tigers 30-20. Parramatta Eels 51-6 in 2019. 2020 is not there for some reason. 2021, Eels 36-22 and West Tigers 21-20. Maybe they didn't play. No, they didn't play. They didn't play because of COVID. But in the last 9 years, bar the COVID year, they're 4 apiece on Easter Monday.
All right, toss a coin and go for the Tigers then. If you really think that's a good stat, go Tigers.
Well, it kind of is because when the Tigers win, they look like they're blowing away early on, and then they obviously a point, 10 points here.
Well, let's just see how much guts you got. I'm going Parramatta 13 plus. So that's my prediction. You're either going to have to scrunch up your little stats and throw them as a shot into the bin, or you're going to stand by it.
No, it's not stand by them. It's more of a punting thing that I'll give Tigers a bit of a head start, and they've
lost 8 of their last 9 games against them.
Yeah, but this is Easter Monday. There's something about it. There's something that the Holy Jesus.
Did they win last year? They won by 1 last year.
Yeah. Hey, they won.
No, but they won by 1. Was that last year's result?
Yeah, that's last.
When was their last Easter Monday before that?
The last Easter Monday before their win. 2018. So they're better.
So we're 5 fucking years away if you take off last year. 5 years.
They've won earlier than the Dogs. Come on. The Dogs win on Good Friday in 2017. So no disrespect. Like this could bar that 51-6. Like maybe give the Tigers 12.5 start. Maybe, you do that. Maybe, as I said, back on Sean Russell at $81 for hat trick try scorer of the week.
I was going to say, you chucked in that you think Sean Russell is great value at $81, and you're trying to sit here and convince me that this game is going to be a lot closer than what everyone thinks.
Hey, I'm throwing every punting stat that's coming out my way. Like, people are favoriting. That's just my favorite.
Do you want to, Max? Like, I got a thing for you. I'm gonna chuck something on here. It's live. We haven't obviously discussed this off air, but I'm gonna say, okay, there's 1 to 12. There's 13 plus. If I was to get 13 plus right, I'd get 3 points. Correct?
Yeah, you would.
Take away my 13 plus. Give me 4 points if it's 20 plus.
Nah, look, we're gonna stick with our thing. So I'll come back and go. I wish I changed, but I can't. Anyways, but I'm going 13 plus as well. Not to side with you, but that's where I think. But if I am a betting man, which I ain't, I'm going to give Tigers a 12.5 start so that they can cover the spread. You might make some money that way. You might want to do,
12.5 start doesn't cover your spread if you go on 13 plus para.
It might. Look. Our margins this year have been all over the shop. We've probably got 4 out of 8 with the margin spot on this year, each and every week. So, look, this game could end up 20 to 16. There's your 12.5 start spread.
You know what I might do? You know what I'm going to do? Now, obviously, we say gamble responsibly. I'm going to put $10 in my sports. I'm going to put $8 in my sports bet account. I'm going to tip every single margin that I have put in this week. We're going to see how much money I've got at the end of the week. At the end of the week, next week, if I've got $8 left, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to see how long it can last me from here on to the end of the season.
Well, I think if you win anything, you should donate to the charity of Theo, your girlfriend's nephew, should I say. You should donate to your girlfriend's nephew account.
You know what? I probably won't donate it to the charity of Theo, but let's just say we will donate that. We will donate part of that, if not all of it, to a charity.
We should start. We should start a little sports bet tipping group. Try and raise enough money to go over to New Zealand and watch the Wars play over there. Oh, there you go. That's an idea.
I mean, well, who knows? If it goes well, if I can turn my tipping around, not my tipping, but my prediction in results around, well, maybe then we can fly across to New Zealand come the end of the year. Maybe we'll enjoy a game and a few beers with some of our fans. Baxter, we have got to the end of this week. We've both gone 13 plus. It's good to see Sean Russell back in this squad. It's good to see Sean Lane returning for Parramatta Eels. For the Tigers, well, the only way you can go is up, because until they introduce an 18th team, well, you've hit rock bottom and you can't go any lower. But for me, I think it's time. And again, I'm not just saying it's the Tigers because of how bad they're going, but I think we're better off cutting a team rather than adding a team to this competition.
You know what? Whoever finishes last this year has to relocate to Perth.
No, I fucking get rid of them altogether. Like, fuck, I'm sick of these boys. I'm sick of having boys each week. Get rid of them altogether.
Let them go to Perth because they built their centre of excellence already. They can't move that, so that'll be just a great addition to another local team there. Who's the closest to the Tigers at Concord there? You'd probably say South Sydney. Give it to South Sydney. There you go. Give it to the Rabbitohs. They can have a training centre of excellence.
Send South Sydney to Perth. I'm all behind it. All of a sudden, I'm all over sending South Sydney to Perth. But Baxter, thanks for joining me, mate. It has been round 6. We have been talking for close to 2 hours, so you guys won't have to sit through 2 hours straight. But please hit like, please hit subscribe, and Baxter, enjoy your cruise, and I'll talk to you when you're back.
Yeah, Waz out.